Welcome back to the show, bud. You look great.
Thank you, sir. Good to be back here with you guys.
Congrats, by the way. Your son just turned 3 years old.
He's an animal, Jimmy. He's 3, but he's a killer.
No, he's so.
Oh my God!
You guys want to see something really?
see him?
Look how cute this kid is. Come on. Look at this guy. Come on. Yeah, I heard he just started preschool.
He did, man. And he's
How's that going?
He's working his mother and I to death. Let me tell you.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
I got to call Dana White about a baby UFC league or something.
Oh, really?
No, he's going all in. He's
Oh,
a lot of
really?
fun, though. It's great.
Is he fun? Is he funny like Dad?
Oh my God, yeah, he's a howl.
Yeah.
He's really fun. He just discovered. Actually, I turned him on to. I said, you know what? I bought him a Batman figure about 6 months ago, and I said, you know, Daddy knows Batman, right? He goes, you know Batman?
That's right.
So yeah, I put him in the Dark Knight, a Chris Nolan film, like
That's
Mr.
right.
Damon. Yeah, I had a little role in that, and it was so funny because he goes, yeah. So I put the movie on. He couldn't get through 3 minutes of it. He's like, put the Minions back on, please.
Yeah, that's right. But still,
It's
he's
boring.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually he'll respect
Yeah.
what Dad did.
But give it up for old dads, man. I'm hanging in there. I'm
No,
getting
but I
into
mean,
preschool.
We talked about this a little bit last time you were here.
Yeah.
You started around probably 5, right? Or so?
I started when I was 7 years old, man.
7
50 years.
You've been in this business 50 years.
Yeah,
Good
somehow.
for you, bud.
Thank
Come
God.
on. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
When I took part of the SNL thing last year, I was reminded of that by my wife and my mother, actually. Yeah, I started when I was like 7 years old. So
I saw you at the SNL
it was
50th.
incredible. You did a great job, right? Was
No,
it awesome?
stop it. No,
Come
please,
on
my
now.
God, you're the
You
best.
were awesome. You did a great job. But it was just
we-
such a great event, man. That 2-night event was awesome, man.
But you were SNL cast member. Come on, are you the youngest?
I think I was, yeah.
Yeah, the youngest
Before
cast
Eddie.
member ever.
Yeah.
Come
Meanwhile,
on,
I was in
bud.
high school watching Eddie, and next thing you know, I was out there doing it. So.
But did you, when you were a kid, how did you even, like, do you remember your first thing?
I mean,
you
for me, it
started
was like
seven?
I did a play with Steve Allen when I was a kid in the
you
70s.
really?
Yeah, and then I did commercials. It was kind of a hobby, and then it kind of spun into a career. You know, I just kept doing it. But a lot of it had to do with growing up in this great city. You know. So
What was the big break for you? Was it Vacation?
Did Vacation with Chevy Chase? Yeah.
Yeah, come on, bud, that was-
1982, yeah.
And then John Hughes?
Yeah, then I did the run with John Hughes. I did 16 Candles, Breakfast Club, Weird Science, all that early stuff. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of crazy because I saw you. Obviously, you were on Wednesday. You did.
Oh, yeah.
And this is you in the original Edward Scissorhands.
Mr. Depp, right?
Yeah, with Mr. Depp.
Yeah. So I got the call. I was actually in Europe visiting with my wife and son and visiting my mother-in-law, and I got the call from Tim, and I went over to Dublin right there and shot an episode. It was crazy. It was so much fun.
Reunited with Tim Burton.
Yeah, and then I get there, I was like, where's Tim? They're like, he's in the south of France editing. I'm like, of course he is. He's Tim Burton, damn it. Let him be in the south of France editing.
Yeah, what's
So it
he
was
like
great.
to be directed by
he's
Tim Burton?
incredible, man. He's very cool. He's super kind of low-key. He reminded me of like a lost member of The Cure, right? He had the hair and the
Yes,
whole
he
thing.
did.
And he'd be like twirling his hair in the chair, just kind of, you know, introverted kind of guy. But he springs into action when he directs, man. He's great.
You were saying he's like a modern day Walt Disney, you think?
I think so, because his just work is untouchable, man. He has his own world that he builds, and I just love it, you know. So I was directed by somebody else, but it was an honor to take part in one of his projects.
You were great on Reacher, and thanks again for coming on for that.
Thank you for having me.
What's the next thing you got? What are you working on now?
You know what? I connected with Keenan at the SNL 50th, and I did a film for Keenan's company, which is called Artists for Artists. Let's give it up for Keenan.
Keenan Thompson's the best. We love Keenan.
So, yeah, and I got the call to do this film. It's called Halloween Store. It's a horror comedy, and it's a lot of fun. So we went to Hawaii. I was like, Hawaii? I'm in. Let's go.
Yeah, I love that. How'd you get involved with this game show now, Nation's Dumbest?
Oh, my God, this was funny. Well, let me tell you something. You know, you got Odysseus and Nation's Dumbest all in one show. What can do?
you got
Come on. You're welcome, America.
Yeah, you got everything you need in one show. But
I
I've
got
been
the
seeing
call-
the commercials for this
Yeah.
during all these World Cup games.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks great.
No, it's really a lot of fun. It's produced by Fox and the BBC, and this is a show that was a hit, I guess, in Norway and a number of other countries, and it really took off, and it's really a lot of fun. But I found out some OGs were going to be there, like Ice-T and Steve-O and Dr. Drew and everybody. I was like, this is great. You know?
Oh, they're
So I
all
went up there.
fun.
Yeah, man, it was great.
How's Steve-O? Is he?
Oh, he's awesome. You know, he's clean Steve-O now, but he's hilarious.
Oh, good.
He was doing skate tricks, you know, doing handstands on a skateboard in the hallway.
He's funny, right?
Yeah, and he was leaving set. He wanted to get the out of there, let me tell you. Because he was, excuse my French.
That was the
He
original
was like,
title.
I'm late.
That was the original title of the
but-
show.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. We can bleep that later. But anyway, he was going back to Nashville to go to clown school. I was like, of course Steve-O was going to clown school in Nashville after this.
Is that
Perfect.
really?
Yeah, so he wanted a jet. He wanted to get out of there pretty quick.
Well, you famously played nerds in a lot of the 80s
Yeah,
movies.
yeah.
Yeah. What did you think when you first heard the series? You're like, I'm not going to do this.
Well, first of all, my wife's here today, and she's watching.
She's
And
gorgeous.
many husbands will attest to this. Like, I'm one of those husbands talking a lot of about reality shows, to be very honest with you. So she's like, Love is Blind, and let's watch this. Love on the Spectrum. I watched them all. But anyway.
Yeah, I love reality shows.
I'm more like UFC or watching news anyway. So you got to have 2 TVs when you're married, at least.
Yeah.
But anyway, I got the call, and I was like, Nation's Dumbest. Nah, that ain't me. You know, the pride puffed up, you know, and I was like, wait a minute. But it'd been a tough year in show business, first half of 2026. I was like, Okay, cool, Fox. I'll see you in Toronto. And I went. You know?
Yeah,
No,
you got to
but-
be real, yeah.
But the best thing about it, Jimmy, was the surprise of like working with everybody was so cool. Ice-T was awesome.
Jack Whitehall's a host.
Jack
He's one of the
Whitehall's-
funniest comedians out
that's
there.
right. There's
But
two
what is
Whitehalls
the
on this show, I
premise
told him.
of this? What's the premise?
Well, the gimmick is you want to play it and get off as soon as possible. You don't want to be
You
last
don't wanna
man
win. You
standing.
wanna- you wanna leave.
You want to leave and get off the show. But it was everything from trivia to word games, brain games, physical games, all kinds of stuff, man. It was just it was a trip, you know. It was
Yeah.
like high-level security because they wanted to keep us separate, and they were
it's a
treating it
real
like it was
game
the
show.
Olympics or FIFA. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was serious, but it was a lot of fun, man. We had a great
Here's
time.
the cast here, and you all can see who's
Yeah.
playing to might be Nation's Dumbest.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, I'm
I'm
rooting
in
for-
showbiz. I'm already one of nation's dumbest.
No. I'm rooting for you to get off early.
Yeah, me too. So was I.
Yeah, I want to
It
show
got
everyone.
sweaty there, but I won't. Give
I
you
want to
spoilers.
show everyone a clip. Here's Anthony Michael Hall in Nation's Dumbest. Take a look at this.
Right on. Thanks.
Can I try without the props, maybe? Okay, let's see.
You're an actor that doesn't like props?
I am a film and television actor. Did a lot of comedies in the 80s, National Lampoon's Vacation, 16 Candles, The Breakfast Club, Weird Science. I've had a long career. I'm really grateful for it.
Talk me through your thinking here.
I have no idea.
And now it's over. Great. I'm done. Thanks, Fox.
That's how you do it. Anthony Michael Hall. Nation's Dumbest premieres tomorrow at 9 p.m. on Fox. More Tonight Show after the break. Stick around.